Alrighty then, here we go. We're gonna go live. I'm gonna do a little bit of airbrushing in on this painting and that, and I'll hopefully finish it off. So we go live now, and let me get the laptop set up. Hey Tim, I'm getting the laptop set up as soon as it warms up. I have to look back on the phone to see who's on here. Alright, where am I at? There we go. Alright, now we're set. Now I'm set, I think. Alright, gonna see my hand. There you go. There you go. Hi Patty, hi Tim. Yeah, so we'll get back to work, do some more work on this. I'm gonna come in and spray a little bit. I forgot to get my stencil out. I want the stencil. I gotta get the stencil out too. I have a couple. She's looking good. Yeah, she she's looking good. I'm kind of happy the way everything's looking. I just gotta do some color on the hair where I got the hairline painted in and that, and do a little bit around here, and then get the orange and shoot some orange around in certain areas. That's weird how the hand, like down here, is white. That's the way it is on the portrait, so that's the way I'll do it. Color match ain't too bad. Let's see if I find I do have this one, so we'll get to cover up her face. Or not cover up her face, cover up her hair a little bit. And I do have these pieces too, so be alright with that. Ain't too bad for a portrait. Like I said, I'd never do a portrait. Guess I'm starting to get a little bit better at portraits. got a couple. I'm gonna do another portrait after this one. I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna do a Jesus portrait after this one, and then I have somebody wants me to do their vehicle. A guy came here and I had to take a picture of his vehicle, so I'll be doing that after the Jesus' portrait. Thanks, Tim. Like I said, I thought I would never do a portrait. They seem so hard, but they're as you do them, like you say, after you do them for a while, you learn a little bit each time of what you could do, and you can't be uh, intimidated by the first the first step of your portraits. You should not be intimidated because it looks like even Steve Leahy says they look really rough at the beginning, but you just got to hang in there with it. I mean, like the beginning of this, it looked terrible. See, I do have that piece. As a matter of fact, I'll put that up here because then I'll take it off later on. And that's the cool thing about doing it this way. You have these pieces to go back to. Because I could even go back to the eyes or and the lips and all that later on too. Yeah, the one I'm going to do with there's a lot, Patty. There's a lot of different things that I want to do, and I just got. Sometimes I think I gotta just get my butt in gear and do it. All right, so I want to go in. I need to cover up the eyes. Yes, on this painting, it's so weird on it. All right, we're going to use. This is the Post-it Clear. This is the Post-it Clear. Um, that I have here. So you said Post-it Clear. So to cover up the eyes on it, I'll go like this. I'll have to ship. I'll get it like this. I'll show you. That's a new trick I learned. Now, see how it's covered up there? But now, so to have it all done in that. Hey Paco, how you doing? Like I said, I get the Post-it Clear, and it covers it up. You can barely see it. But now I got it covered up, I'm going to take a pencil and just trace around, basically just trace around this eye with the pencil. Just close enough to where I could see it. And I'll come back. Now it's just this eye traced out. All right, so we have that traced out. So now I'm going to get the cutting board out. I'll take and peel this off of here. Now you see how I got peeled off of here. Right there's the eye. I got it traced out. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut it straight on down, but leave the eye in there. I'll cut it straight down. Because the glue, you can see where the glue, can you see where the glue line is? Is right there. I traced the eye down here. But I'm going to cut the eye out or cut around where the eye is. So now when I go to put it back on there, I'll have that part over the eye because I'm going to work down here a little bit where the skin is. So I'll take that Post-it, put it on there. Let me get my X-Acto knife. Get my X-Acto knife out. I'm going to get a new blade for it. I think if you use a different kind of a knife on this one, you're going to take a chance. So since I got it on here, I need a little piece of paper or something. And I'll put it on this is a scrap piece. I'll put it on here. And then, so now I got it on there, I can see what I got to cut. And like I said, I only want just a little bit of it. It doesn't have to be exacta of that. It just gives me a area where I can save that eye from overspray. Because I ain't worried about the top of it right now. I just want to have that area wrapped off, covered up enough. So right there's what I did cut out. See the eye part right there, so I cut out just that part. So now I can put that right over, right where I traced. And I have, right there, I have it protected enough to where it won't bother that eye area. And I could peel it up a bit. I could peel it enough to where it won't bother the eye area. So I saved that eye. It's work but it's not working. So now I can go ahead and put a magnet right over it to save it even more. So that's protected that eye area. Yeah, you could do that too, Paco, but uh, I just did not make it. I didn't make anything like that, and for me, I could still use this some more. I mean, sometimes you want to go ahead and shoot the opposite, a little bit of the other stuff, but just to have that eye part alone taped off, I mean, you could do it too with the other stuff. And now I'll go ahead and cover up this eye a little bit. Do the same thing. My pencil. Now just do the same thing. Trace around where I got the black at. It doesn't have to be exact. I just want to protect it a little bit more. Now I have that, all that. Anytime that I want, I'll have this. I mean, I have used this clear post-it on a lot of different things on different artwork and that to do this because it's something eventually you might want to check out. I'm just demonstrating some of the things I have uh, found that it's easy because you could have your machine do all of it. Uh, we don't need, so I got part of that there. So I just come straight down with that or just leave it there, and I'm just going to trim out the bottom. Some of my car paintings and that, when I need the if you do the background later on the car paintings, uh you could use this post-it for little areas that you need to cover up. I have used it on like the bumpers where the bumpers swing out on car areas. Alright, so on different paintings it has its advantage to where you cut out small things like this. And like there's the eye. There's the eye. So now I could just go ahead and put that right in that on that eye. And I can mess with I get close to it. And then if I wanna get even closer with my details to the eye area, it's like I did cut it to go up here. So if I had to fool around in this area here, I could fool around with that area a little bit. And after I get my paint going and that, I'll show you all how close I was to that area because, uh, like I said, right now, nah, let's don't use this one. We're going to use one of these other magnets because right now I can take this other magnet and that'll be like right on that eye area. And I could, like I said, right, I could go ahead and paint around that area a little bit. This one I can't. This one I can't go up top, but I can paint down the bottom what I want to. So it's like it's already there. And that helps. It helps when you do stuff like that. Uh, Patty Bob. I still gotta wait till July, I think it is. But that's all right. They, they're taking advantage of me while I'm still there. But what can you do? I can't do nothing about it. It's all I could do is cry over spilled milk. And with this, you could still you could cut it around different things to make yourself a little stencil out of it too, and use it. All right. So now I gotta get a paint gun going. I do got my shaker bob shake. Oh, hi Bobby. How's Bobby doing? Last week was fun. uh, Me watching the races and all that. I enjoyed it. This is the white and orange mixture, and that's how I get my skin tone by the white and orange mixture. I got a little bit more orange in it than normal, so that stops it. When you use that mixture, I got that mixture off of Tim, and I just add a little bit more orange to it to give me the skin tone that I like having on my portraits. I'm glad to hear that, Bobby. Been busy or all right? So we got this brush, and while I'm shooting this, I'm going to go around and lighten up around the nose a little bit. But I want to mainly get right here by the eye. See how it is right there. Just try to get some of these areas to light up a little bit, and down by the chin. Oh, I gotta turn the brush up. Yeah, slowly but surely getting all my tools from work, all the artwork. I mean, I used to do the artwork at all this artwork at work, but now I've been here for the past, I don't know, over a year now. I've been doing the artwork here at the house, and I've been liking it better because at work, uh, the heat and the air conditioner wasn't happening there at work, especially the air conditioning. And now I could do it here at the house, and I have air conditioning, and I have the right temperature to where the I don't have the humidity or anything like that. All right, so that should be good. So now let me cut the air back. Uh, Oh, and right now I'm using the Patriot 105 by Tim's Customized Paintbrush. Now, where's that at? I want to just go in and just a little bit. I gotta bring that down. Yeah, I have this brush is a good one. It's my workhorse also. I should have put something over the lip area, but I'm not too concerned about the lip area. Now I want to try to her jawline. I want to follow that jawline. So I have this stencil here. I keep it off of it, and try to just hit the stencil. So it brings that jawline down. And just hit it like that. Gives us that little bit. Now it's the same thing around the nose. We'll do the same thing again. But you can see how I'm holding it away from, not on the thing, just off of it. But I want to morally face over to this area here. Just trying to get a little bit going. Just trying to do a little bit at a time. Don't need to over correct anything. Now we're going to go right by the lip area. And you can see where we have the shadow there. See, I have it there. But I want to blast away from the lip area. But I want to mainly hit the stencil. The stencil's off of it. It just keeps a little bit going down there. Now we have the areas marked off. The nose is alright. Let's keep going a little bit at a time. You ain't gotta rush it. Now I'm gonna come in with the orange and a little bit. These areas will, cause like how the side of the face and everything. Forehead's alright. I don't want to get too much up in there. Cause I'm gonna come in with the orange and dress everything up a little bit more. Now this time I'll probably end up doing, that's been gonna lay on the lip area. So we're gonna go off the lip a little bit with the paintbrush or the airbrush. Ever so slightly in that area. Yeah, that's cool. Turned out good there. Maybe I'll hit this a little bit more. Hold it off of it. Like I said, I got my finger behind it, so you could tell my finger's resting on there, and it's holding that stencil off of it. So when I'm pushing it, the only thing that's pushing the stencil is the air. So it's like not even hitting that area. So you see how it's working. Like I said, I like this 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 one works really good. If you have your finger behind it, you can use your finger to hold it off of it, but let the air will push it a little bit. So you don't necessarily need to hold the stencil on the artwork. So I have my finger behind it again. We're going to do, we need to do this side up a little bit. So I have my finger behind it. I'm going to hit the stencil. And it just leaves that, it blends that area in like that. So you don't have the stencil on it. Up here in the forehead area, I don't need nothing. That looks good there. Good there. I kind of want this to go a little bit more. So we're going to hit here. This time I got the stencil holding on there. But we're just going to want to blast a little bit lower on the chin. Just trying to get a little bit there. Alright. And I think I'm good. I'm trying to get down there a little bit. That'll be really bright when I do the orange there. That'll brighten up a little. Will stand out a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to grab the orange. Just the orange. And we're going to use... Hey Dave, good afternoon. How you doing, buddy? Now I got the orange. Grab the orange. Gotta shake it up. Oh, my brother and my nephew just went on a motorcycle ride. I was thinking about going with them, but I figured I need to do a live feed. I need to do a live feed since I missed all last weekend. And it is a little bit windy out there too. I told them, I said, be careful of the people cutting grass. They'll blow it out in the road. I don't think I need it down here, but I'm going to take a look. Nah, I think that's all right. Time to pay attention. I don't need it there yet. I can do the orange down there. Nah, I'll leave it like that for now. Yeah, they know it. They know. It's just I like to remind them. And my nephew, uh he's kind of new, not real new. He's been out on his own and he's been doing good on his own. I think he's 2 years maybe of riding. So he's been doing good. But my brother and his boy, so let them have some quality time riding together. That's nice to be able to say you rode motorcycles with your pop. And I told my nephew that too. You can say you rode around on the Harleys with your father. That's a rare thing to say. Your dad riding one and you riding the other one. That's a really rare thing to say. Yeah, it's pretty good. He rode around with me and my brother for a while, so he knows how it is. And both of us try to teach him of some of the different things about the road. Like when you're looking far ahead and you see that dark spot, you know there's a bump coming up, stuff like that. Oh, this brush I'm getting ready to use too is the H&S Evolution. That's a good gun too. I like it. All right, here we go. Now, this is going to be the part. I want this to be right about like that. I'll keep my finger under it. So I'm trying to watch it. Oh, we should test your gun. Yeah, that's the CR plus. Yeah, I like it. It's a nice looking gun too. Like a nice looking gun, and it shoots good too. All right, so we're going to do this. That's one thing with this light. There, that dresses that. It dresses it up a little bit. I don't want to get too overboard. Now, let's see how much I got in here. Uh, okay, Paco, you just have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. And we're going to add a little bit of red to this orange. On to tip the orange a little bit. Yeah, love the smell of oil paint in the morning. Thanks for coming on by, Paco. Always enjoy having you come by. Yeah, I'm thinking of oil. That'll be further on down the road. Alright, like I said, I want to add the red to this. And I have not yet to figure what subject that I would use on the oil, because it'll probably end up being an oil portrait. It might be, I never know what it'll be. Might even be something like this, or uh, take the Farrah faucet out of the glass and just go ahead and make her an oil painting. I never know. I know you could do that stuff. Yeah, that's the same way I was thinking about doing it, Tim. Just do like this basic thing, and then do the oil over top of it. Never touch that Farrah faucet one. Yeah, she looks good. I gotta get her in a better frame. mixing my paint up in my gun. I go about it differently. Yeah, I go to Hobby Lobby and get it. Or I could send it to Steve Leahy and let him do it too. 'Cause he likes doing frames and I like the way his frames turn out too. Yeah, I mean, Hobby Lobby's got a good selection already. That's where I get a lot of my frames from. The real cheap ones I get from Hobby Lobby, but I need to put her in a good one. And I would definitely shop in the Hobby Lobby to get that uh, good frame for her. Yeah, I definitely would shop for it. That was one thing I say for sure. There's been couple different paintings that I got that I shopped at Hobby Lobby and got some good frames for. There it is. Now that's going to be different because I have to come the opposite way. Now we'll do this differently to come back this way. The same thing over here. We're just going to. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also, Dave. A lot of people want to probably get their yard work taken care of with all the rain that we've been having. But then again, a lot of them who's doing the yard work will have stuff in the back of their trucks going to the dump and that. Let's do this one. Just air going right now. Yes, uh, that's what I was thinking about, Tim. Trying different kinds of method and that when I retire of doing different kinds of art. I mean, not different kind. In a way, different kind of art of even with who is it, Van Gogh with the different brush strokes and that paintings, and I was thinking of that to try a different one of a Van Gogh form. That was strong. That was too strong, but it was good. Sound like my brother and them are back. Hear the motorcycles. I'm not liking this area too much. All right. Yeah. Well, you know how you can tell when college kids are out, Bobby? How many of them were at Indianapolis at the Indy 500? That is college kids in Indianapolis at the Indy 500. Mostly college kids there for the Indy 500. And that is so crazy. They're either there at Indy 500 or they're sometimes in Florida. But I think there a lot more of them has been going to Florida. All right, let me get this one thing. I'm going to drop down on the neck area. Get my stencil out for that. Now this is the jaw stencil or the face stencil. So we could do the neck area. And we'll take one of these. Oh man. That's it. Probably in their hoopties. I call them hoopties. Little Hondas and little sports cars. Loud exhaust. And the exhaust on them cars. The person at a muffler shop, the guy who works at a muffler shop, he says when they have them exhausts like that, they'll be back to them for Cadillac converters when they have to go take a test for them cars because the Cadillac converter is no good. when you run stuff like that. It wears out. The owner of the exhaust place. And it was the same thing, a different kind of thing that a owner of the tire store was telling me too. Is if you put tire shine on your tires, you should keep it up, because if you don't keep up putting that tire shine on your tires, that your tire will end up cracking up and everything. It wears out the tire. It dries up the tire. That's what it does. Yep. Bikes going down. That's the other thing is them kids on the crotch. I call them crotch rockets. All right, we gotta. That's too straight. We gotta dust that or fix that up a little bit. And I usually just grab the eraser and just pull down a little bit. Just pull it down a little bit. It'll blend in. Back and forth. I got my other erasers right here. I ain't pushing down on the eraser. I'm letting the eraser do the work. Don't push down on it. Just let the eraser do the work. I can choke it all the way back. If you choke if you choke it all the way back as far as you can, that way you let the eraser do the work. Don't get close up on it, and the eraser will do the work lightly, and that's what you want sometimes. If you need to do it a little bit sharper, then you choke up. If you want a little bit more control, then you choke up on it. But don't push down on the eraser. Let the eraser do the work, and then choke up on it. Because I just got done painting this, so I don't need to that do it too much. Now I can come in since I did that. Now, doesn't look like a hard line. But now we'll come back to this a little bit. Now, we'll come back to the the now this is my skin tone. I still have in the Extreme Patriot Arrow. Just dust it a little bit in that area. Check your gun, make sure it's shooting good. Just shoot that area just a little bit in there. Not too much. There. Well, you have a good one, Patty. Thanks for coming on by. Have a great weekend. All right. I should do it. I'm going to dust it a little bit there. Just going to dust a little bit of the skin tone that I have right in this area. I want to do just a little bit. I'm going to show. Alright, now we're going to get close up. Let me turn this down. I'm going to get close up. It's ever so slightly coming out of the paint gun. I'm barely pulling back on the trigger. Tim's gun works really good. Just want to dust them areas up a little bit. All right. I've been on here. Okay. It's been over an hour. All right. Let's go ahead and untape and see what we got. I'll leave that up there. Oh, let's untape the eye. See how we look there. Now we'll untape this eye. And I can't see where this post-it, clear post-it is. There it is, right there. Oh, it's further out than I thought. Dave, you don't want to stick around? I'm getting ready to reveal how it looks so far. As soon as I get all these magnets off of there. Alright, here we go. There you go. I need to brush that up a little bit. Like I said, just take the eraser. What did I do with the eraser? Just go around and dust up some of them areas. Fix that area up a little bit. It's alright. Now I come in and dust it over a little bit more. Alright, Dave, you have a good one. Take care. Have fun today. I guess you're not at the airport. But that's basically gonna be it for today on here. Oh, I do want to do her hair up. I'm gonna do that up. I'll do that up off camera. But we'll be done with her by the end of the day. I'm liking it. I need to fix this area up. No big thing. I'll just run some hair down there a little bit. Maybe I'll throw some hair down there. But that's it. And right there, I got a pinhole. When I did this board up for the whatchamacallit. I put pins in it to paint it and that, and I forgot all about it. I had it faced there. And no biggie. I think the frame will cover it really well. But that's it. I thank you all for coming on by and checking it out. Uh, let's see. See how dark or if it'll lighten up. That ain't pretty much there. But that's it. All right, y'all. I said thank y'all for coming on by, and we're gonna stop right there. And the next one, next week we'll probably well, we will start on the Jesus one. I'm gonna go ahead and get things set up on that one after I'm done with her here, and I'll finish her off. But thank you all. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe, get the thumbs up and all that jazz, and tell everybody about the channel. We need to grow it. And I'm having fun with you guys. I thank the community for coming on by. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.